We now have three different objectives we need to do. We need to build 3 medium cow sheds, we need to breed 30 cows, and then we need to finish training breeders farming training. So let's have a look and see how many of these we've actually done, or whether that, I think that was a brand new objective at the start. It looks like we've already done the training. But we need to build, oh yes, of course, so all these massive cow sheds. They're really, really big, and they cost quite a bit of money if I remember correctly. So we've got some animals ready for breeding. They don't have room to breed. Or do they? I am slightly confused there. There's 6 out of 6 animals. How am I supposed to breed new ones? I have no idea. But apparently I can. I am very confused. Okay, anyway, let's get on and build these cow sheds. So I'm a little bit distracted, I think, because of all the issues with the audio I had at the beginning there. It's kind of thrown me off my game a little bit. Let me see. Right, medium cow shed. How much money do we need to get one of those? 85k! Wow, that's a lot. We also, oh yeah, have a load of bugs on our field. Buckwheat, what are we in autumn now? I will need to spray that. Apparently I can't spray it. Okay. Oh, of course, you need to harvest it first. Right, okay. That'll need to be done by hand. I'll clear out the tractor drivers though, and everybody else can just harvest those strawberries. And so it looks like everything that's getting eaten by bugs and things is causing me diminishing crop returns, which is a problem. I also need to bale this, don't I? So harvesting bales. That's done with the tractor and the trailer. Okay, go and do that then. Because we can't bug spray this yet. So yeah, the crop qualities are pretty bad from various different diseases that the crops have had. So that can make things a little bit more difficult. And as I say, if I spray prior... Next year, if I spray prior with just all of the different weed killers prior to anything really being done in any of the other fields, I think that would be a good idea, because I don't need the full, don't need to have these planted like right at the beginning of spring. I can get away with planting them a bit later. You're only ever going to get one cereal crop off each big field. So, hello Liquid Gold and High on Lullabies. Oh, I was thinking, I was like there on my own, just like chatting away to myself for a while. And I was a bit like, hello, hello, hello. So it's nice to see you guys in the chat now. It's always a bit scary when you're chatting along to yourself. Yeah, you know what? Leanne and Molly can go and take care of those tomatoes. They can't drive tractors all the time. So is the tractor coming? Isabel? You coming with the tractor? To harvest the bales? Because I want to see that happening, actually. Because it'll be the first time, I'm pretty sure, that we've ever harvested hay bales in this game. With the combine harvester. And it'll probably be this trailer for straw bales. That's going to be pretty impressive, I think. Question is, where's Isabel? She's certainly not driving the tractor. Oh no, she's going to go in the blue tractor. Of course she is. There she goes. What, Isabel? So yeah, it's wanting me to have sheep and cabbages and stuff like that. I don't even have like the ability to make sheep, and yet it is asking for them. basically until winter time, I don't want to harvest any of the buckwheat or any of the colza, because basically that's my way of getting honey. So I just leave them until the crops basically rot into the soil, if I can. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna, I want to see this. I want to see the tractor going around picking up all the hay bales. It's so cute. Not that there's many to pick up, but I'm happy anyway. There we go. So we only seem to get it from oats. I don't think we got any from the rye. Well, has the rye been harvested yet? Collected bales. Collected. Oh, I must have done that last time. There we are. Those are hay bales collected off the oat field. I'm going to have a quick look in the market and see if I've got anything that I can sell. I've got a lot of rye and a lot of wheat, a lot of sorghum. We also have a few bits of honey we can sell, so that's always nice. Honey sells for a lot, actually. Yeah, no, we might have enough for a cow shed soon. Probably not, though. So I don't think anything can eat sorghum. So let's sell that. So we can get about 1,000 for that. So the whole field, I don't really know whether that was kind of worth growing that in that space compared to things like strawberries and tomatoes. I suppose it doesn't take too much labour, but still. Wheat. It's even worse. Rye. Got a decent amount for the rye. Oh, wheat and rye, we can make flour out of that. Okay, I see. How much flour to sell for? Not very much at all. Maybe I can make cakes with it or something later. I don't know. I don't even know what the point of keeping flour is, but I think it was part of a quest. We had to make a mill and we had to make flour at the mill and stuff. So 100 kilos of wheat would turn into 56 kilos of flour. So you get about half back out. Okay, does it... I'm trying to work out the prices here. So if you got... Rye sells for 37 per 100. I assume that's per 100 kilos. Rye flour sells for 231 per 100 kilos. So you're basically getting about 115 out of each 100 rye. Yeah, definitely worth milling it then. Definitely worth milling it. Above 0. They should be doing that actually, so I'll just leave that as it is. So the rye and the wheat gets milled. How are you doing with that harvest? Because I can't bug spray that until you're done. I can't bug spray this full stop, so eventually it's going to just get so bad quality that I can't do anything else with it. But until then, the bees are happy to munch on those buckwheat flowers, I guess they are. Aha, we have grass ready to be mowed. Let's go and get that sorted, shall we? But yeah, it's going to take a little while, I think, before I've saved up enough money for this. So we've harvested those already. We've harvested those already. Okay, cool. Just getting myself back into the state of everything. But it looks to me like we're just heading towards winter at a rapid pace at the moment. I keep clicking on those. I keep wanting to harvest them. Right, let's up the speed here because I don't think that anything's going to get done very quickly otherwise. And hopefully we'll get some harvests that we can actually sell for decent money, and if we do, we've also got the wind turbine constantly making us money as well. But yeah, if we do make a little bit of money, we can get our first cowshed. 494 strawberries. That sounds like something we can sell. And 700 tomatoes. Oh, this is better. Much better. Tomatoes don't sell as well as oh. Some extra ones came in right at the end there, but they don't sell as well as other things. As strawberries and raspberries do. What about this cow milk? That sells for 6k. We've got 27,000 and we just need 80,000 now. Eggs we can sell, got a bit more honey as well. Okay, this money is going up. Hello Spanorama and Jezza43, welcome to the stream, and the farm is doing very well today so far. I was feeling a little bit lonely for a minute there, but you guys have come to keep me company, so I'm very happy. My cows seem to want to breed even though their breeding pens are full. And I'm needing to breed like 30 cows for the next mission, but I don't have enough money for the kind of cow sheds I need yet. So we're just saving up at the moment. However, it's going to be a long, hard winter soon as well, so... Right, I need someone to go bale the grass. It's so good that that can just get done now. I may need to make another grass field soon. If I'm going to have all these different cows, we might actually start running out of silage. At the moment, we're doing very well for silage. I think we always have... Yeah, we've got someone on there all the time. But there's still a bit of grass being processed into silage, and we do need... we're going to have some more in just a second as well. Once it's all properly raked up and everything. Liquid Gold 100. We did... Yeah, we got the combine harvester last stream. This guy. Did you see us get the combine harvester? And yeah, Jezza, this is my first... Well, it's not my first farm. It's my first time I've played the whole way through the campaign. I sort of tried a farm my first time. And did a little tiny bit on it. Just to practice for a bit. And then I did a scenario on stream. And then people said, well, why don't you try out the campaign? So I was like, alright then, we'll do the campaign on stream. And that is where we are now. Waiting for cowshed money. But yeah, I'll show you all the stuff I've got. So we've got a combine harvester. We've got a self-propelled forage harvester, which I have not yet used, and I have no idea what I really use it for, but I'm sure at some point there'll be something that I'll be able to do. A bale trailer, so we can carry around bales. We also got another parking over here where I put my self-loading trailer 1, which allows grass to be collected. So that'll be being used in just a second here. And yeah, the combine harvester, and you basically get a tractor with a trailer on it, and then the combine harvester comes along and harvests it all and then pops it all in the trailer. It's quite cool. So I've still got some seasonal workers. We did get seasonal workers last stream, so we've got their house over here. They'll be with us until about the middle of autumn, and at that point I probably won't need them anymore. Ooh, we're ready to harvest. 13 days left on that field, so we will get another harvest off that one. 8 days left on that, so we'll get another harvest off that one as well, or maybe a couple of harvests. And then, as I say, next year we are going to spray with crops ahead of time. So the first thing I'll do on the first day of spring is to start spraying all of these crops. So one thing that I might want to actually do ahead of time as well is to make sure that I've got enough antifungals and things like that in stock. So if I go to agrochemicals, I think it is, I'm going to make sure that I've got enough anti-weed, enough anti-insect, enough anti-fungus. So I can get 100 anti-weed. Oh no, I can sell. Oh my goodness, I've got loads of crop spraying stuff. This needs spraying as well, so I think the tractor might still be... Oh no, we've collected all the grass. We missed that, sorry. I'll show you next time. So, what did we have on that field? Oh, we've got nothing. Okay. Clearly harvesting it got rid of whatever bugs were on it or whatever. But yeah, as I say, there's probably not much point now because we're coming into winter. But next spring we're definitely 100% gonna be spraying these before we even start. Last stream I was having problems with repairing the tractors and there was a tractor repair training at the house, but I'd done a different training. I'm not sure. Because we did have trouble with needing to renovate tractors and things like that. I bought my third tractor, so I've got 2 tractors and then I've got a an Ethos tractor as well, which is the third one. So I don't know. Were you watching on YouTube or were you watching on the streams on Twitch? Because I got a feeling you've missed a stream. Because we had to save up for ages to get the combine harvester and stuff like that. And talking about training, actually, I could do with doing some more trainings. HR training. No. These are all very expensive, aren't they? Reducing bills by 7%. That sounds good. That sounds like the sort of thing we want to do. Also, it seems like sometimes it doesn't have the harvest button above the field when it's ready to harvest. I hope that's just my imagination. Yeah, Liquid Gold. I think if that was the last Twitch stream, then you may have missed one. Because there was one stream where I just gotten tractors and things like that. And then the stream after that was where I got the combine and the forage harvester and everything like that. But all of those videos are up. They should be, I think, on the stream VOD. I don't know how long it saves my stream VODs for, but they all got put up on YouTube as well. So you should be able to go back and have a look if you are interested. If not, I don't blame you. What are we doing with the mill? Have we got much flour yet? Let's have a little look. And I don't want agrochemicals, I want to see everything. Oh yeah, we're actually getting a decent amount of flour now. Well, that's cool. We're starting to get low temperatures now. Oh, that sucks. That sucks an awful lot. So I assume I just want to sell all of the flour at the moment. I don't think I can make it into anything else yet. Same with all the honey. It's going to start getting too low temperature to sell any more honey as well. Chicken eggs for 300. The chicken eggs actually are selling okay. Oh, raspberries are a good price. Ooh, that was a really good price for those. And strawberries. Nice. I like ye. That milk. Milk's all over the place. Okay, so we're now at 65k. So we are almost enough to get our new cow pen. I don't know if I can sell my... Produce 8 chicken eggs to win 8,000. I think we can do that. Finally! A side quest we can do! Yay! No, we already did it as well. So 75k. We need 10k more. 10k more worth of stuff to sell, and we will have our new cow shed. Yes. Yeah, I was just saying, I wonder if I can sell these older ones. Like, or whether I have to destroy them. If I destroy them, do I get anything back? I don't think I do I? So it's definitely going to have to get put over here. I'm going to start really struggling for space. That's going to be my next thing, isn't it? And then I'm going to have to save up 400,000 to upgrade this darn building. Yeah, I'll pop the cow sheds like over here, I think. I imagine that the medium cow sheds are going to be larger than these, so they probably won't fit in that like space over there. So we're going to have to use up the space over here. Oh, tomato harvest. Might as well use these seasonal workers while I've got them. Yeah, so all of the strawberry and raspberry fields have gone a bit fallow now. And then in spring, again, in spring it seems to reset everything. So even if the crop quality goes down to like 0 on all the trees and everything like that, like it seems to have done over here. And all of the crop qualities that have gone down over here will get reset come spring, which is great because it gives you another chance to do things better each year. Deliver that package! Oh no! Sherry beans. We'll probably be running around the place doing nothing at the moment, actually. Let's slow it down. I'll never find her when they're walking this fast. Sherry beans. Lexi Marsh. Paige Sutton. I don't even think that Cherry has a task at the moment. What would she be doing? What do they do on their time off? I thought they'd go in there. Ah, she's in the mill. Okay. Oh, click on the mill. Click on Cherry. Give her her package. There we are. I got a whole 113 farm bucks, Scooby dollars for that one. Ooh. Strawberries. Strawberries in winter should sell for lots. It looks to me like all of my my seasonal workers have gone away for the season. Oh no, they haven't actually. We'll get them till the 23rd, so we've got them for another 8 days. Which is great, because they're gonna, literally just after the low temperature has gone through for the strawberries and stuff, I really pretty much need them as strawberry and raspberry pickers, to be honest. And like all of the orchards have been done, all of the crop fields have been done, so I don't need them at the moment. So I'll probably rehire them the first time I see one of these big strawberry or raspberry fields getting ready next year, I would say. Right, do we have anything we can sell at all again? We're very close. Oh yes, those are tomatoes. Getting very close to the amount we need for this cow pen. Really, we don't have very much flour anymore, do we? Chicken eggs. Sell everything. Right, let me just double check how much we need for the cow pen. For animals, medium, cow pen, 85. Okay, so you need another 5,000. Give me another side quest that's really easy. It doesn't involve sheep and stuff. Honestly, I'm not particularly impressed with how much money I'm making off these cereal crops. Like, the amount of land you need for them is horrendous. And I also wish you could do things like plow and weed kill the raspberries and stuff like ahead of time in the winter. I'm sure real farmers do that, right? They probably don't actually, because weed killer doesn't last very long, does it? Like a couple of weeks maybe. Okay, let's speed the speed up, because we were just finding sherry and that's why we had to slow it down, but we don't need to keep it that slow. Those tomatoes. Oh, actually, we don't have very many tomatoes, do we? They must. Oh no, they must have been leftover ones. Right. Ah, 6,000's worth of strawberries. Yes. Right, quick. Buy this cow pen before anyone can take that money off us. Whoa! Guys, look at the size of this thing. I knew it would be big. Didn't think it would be quite that large. I've got to build 3 of these. How am I supposed to fit that in? It's massive. Well, I think something needs to go, and I honestly think it's probably gonna have to be the... I mean, one of them would fit in the space of those two. So I'll probably get rid of those 2 cow pens there in favour of a medium one. But I think for now I'm gonna have to get rid of the orchards, I think. Bye-bye, orchards. Never liked those orchards anyway. They sucked. Right, so we've got rid of the orchards. I'm going to put the cow pen down there. And we're going to put lots of cows in there to make up for it. Okay, so we can fit that there. I imagine we could probably fit one around the other side as well. But I won't necessarily get to test that for a little while. And it seems like it needs a double access point as well. Yeah, I can make this farm into more of a dairy farm, I guess, for a bit. You know, you can take away some of the fields and orchards and stuff. I don't know how many cows we can put in, so I'll be quite interested to see how many cows we can put in there. So what I'll probably do, because we're supposed to be breeding a load of cows, is move some of the cows out of these cow pens into there, let them breed up a bit. And then I'll probably demolish these cow pens so I can fit another one of those guys in. Especially if I'm allowed more than 12. I think this is probably going to be 12. But if it's more than 12, I'll be very happy. Didn't say, did it? It didn't say on the thing exactly how many we could put in there, did it? No, it just says it allows for breeding. It allows cows to go in. So we'll be able to see how many now. 14. Alright, so yes, it's good for the space actually. Get 2 more cows in. You need 2 caregivers though. Well, that would make sense. So what I'm going to do is move... I will, I think, employ 2 more caregivers. Because I'm going to need... I've got 3 caregivers at the moment. I'm going to need a total of 6 eventually. So I'll just employ 2 more. And then we're going to just move a couple of cows. So I need to properly employ... Let's see how many employees I've got. Oh, 8 out of 8 over there. Oh dear. Please don't tell me I've got to make another employee house as well. Oh, they are. They're all full. Oh dearie me. Both my employee houses are full. What I might do then is put beekeepers in charge of the animals. The page is no good at animals. Anna is also no good at animals. Nor is Erin. Okay. Hiya, Danny. You got bored of Portia. Well, apparently there is a new patch coming soon. And it involves riding llamas. So there might be a little bit more to do for you pretty soon. I'm going to clear these caretakers out anyway. And I'll probably get them looking after the cows. And then I will probably have to reassign them in a bit, but... these really good plant tenders looking after my cows, but oh well. In fact, I might move them around in a minute so that I've got the good animal carers in that one, because I'm going to want them to breed, so I'm going to want the best animal carers in the one where I want it to breed, aren't I? Next year, since the bees only produce until fall, you could hire the beekeepers and seasonal workers. I could do that. However, the beekeepers have like a certain skill. So if I want skilled workers, I kind of need to keep them through the year. And the seasonal workers, you're always got a bit of a trade-off, but I'm making really good money off the honey, and I think it's kind of worth it to keep them over the winter. I don't know, I could be wrong about that. Alright, let's get moving these cows. Move to medium cow shed. Cows. Move. Alright, how many to move? Silly she-lab. In fact, yeah, how about we move all 6 from there, and then all 6 from here, and then those will be empty buildings, and we can demolish these 2 then. Ready for the next one. I wish I got money back for this, but I don't think I do. Oh, I do get some. Okay. Got a couple of thousand back for each of those cow sheds. Which is probably nothing like what I paid for them. So I could put orchards in here, actually, if I wanted to. And have cow sheds over here. But I do need 3 cow sheds, which is quite... yeah, it's probably more than I can fit in, to be honest. And I don't know until... oh yeah, lots of harvesting going on over here. Until I have enough money to buy the next one, I won't be able to even tell whether it can fit in behind. It looks like it can. I'll probably need a road as well. Okay, 1 out of 3 medium cow sheds are done. There's lots of just waiting for money at this point, isn't it? 320 strawberries have been harvested. Thank you very much. Strawberries in greenhouses seem to be a very good thing. Quite a lot of rye flour. It's gone up in value as well. Fantastic. Eggs and milk get auto sold. Straw. Are we using straw for anything? Because we could sell it. Sold all my straw. I don't know if that was a big mistake, or I can feed it to things or anything like that, but I've sold it for now. So we're up to 30,000. I'll have to see whether I can get this next massively giant cow pen into the area behind this one. I'm hoping I can, because that will then mean that I can put a third one in here and we've actually got enough room. If not, then I'm guessing that some of this stuff in the middle will have to go. Some of my beekeeping stuff, which will be very sad. I wonder how my training is going. The problem is I'm trying to save up money, so I'm like, However, anything that reduces my bills by 12% sounds pretty good. It's like, is that worth losing 6,000 over? How much are my bills? I'm not really sure. There's a lot of things that I can't do at the moment. There's a lot of buildings are locked. So things like the third level of the cows building, I don't think I'm going to be able to even build that, even if I researched it. So there's a lot of things that I'm thinking there's no point in me spending the money on it. Mentoring training too, that would be a good one as well. So all the way through the winter time, we're going to be... Do you know what? I've demolished those cow pens. So how about we put some really skilled caregivers in, rather than these guys that don't have a clue. There you go. Ernie and Lexi. You'll look after those cows really well, won't you? See, the game was trying to help me by giving me lots of like breeding opportunities with my cows as soon as the quest popped up. Unfortunately, I've wasted those because the cow pens were all full and they were all the tiny ones. So yeah, that was a bit annoying. But never mind. Let's go and harvest some tomatoes so we can get even more money. Got some well-trained harvesters now, actually. So yeah, it's a little bit more, because you can have 7 cows per tender in the medium cow facility, it's a little bit more efficient. And also, I think it's a tiny bit more space efficient than having 2 full pens, I think. Because those 2 pens took like the whole of this space up, whereas it's not quite taking the same amount of space. It kind of nearly is though. It's not saving much space, but it is allowing me 2 more cows per 2 breeders. Or 1 more cow per breeder, if you want to look at it that way. Yeah, just gonna have a winter time now. So, what are you guys up to in chat? Are you having fun? Have you had a nice day? I mean, it's Wednesday, so it's like, that's hump day, isn't it? That's the day where you get halfway through the week. If you're someone that works 5 days a week, Monday to Friday, obviously, which isn't as common anymore, I know. But if you are somebody that works like office hours, then you're halfway through. You've only got Thursday and Friday to go now. I remember getting past Wednesday and being like, yes! Just Thursday and Friday to go. Unless I was working a Saturday shift, but that was very rarely asked of me. Okay, so we're... Oh, really? We were at like 30,000 before. We must have had to pay a big old wage bill. Brr. Spanorama's going to be king of the llamas. Yeah, I am pretty excited by that patch. Yeah, I'm liking my my House Flipper series as well. I was kind of really debating whether to stream it or not, but I knew I still had this to finish streaming. I have finished Healer's Quest now, so once we get through this campaign, I'll probably be doing a lot more streaming of Farm Manager. Once we get through the campaign, I'll probably have a little look for something different. There's so many games that I've got in the pipeline right now, like that are coming up in the future soon as well. But I can't play them yet. But they're not out yet. There's one game called Luna that I wanted to play for a little while, and I hadn't had a chance to play. So if I have a little free slot in my streaming at some point, I will be looking at that. Please tell me that my cows are ready for breeding. Yes, they are. Good. So we are increasing the number of cows now. We did have 18 cows. We will now be going up to 20. And then when I build the next one, that will be a really, really good opportunity to breed more cows. Oh no! The Tilly monster's digging at my door. Tilly monster. So hi on Lullabies, you work office hours, but you have holiday on Friday this week, so only tomorrow to work. Woohoo! Well done! I don't know why I'm saying well done for having holiday. Congratulations is probably more like the one I should be saying. Oh, strawberry harvest. It's the only thing that makes me any money right now. I'm kind of considering putting either strawberries or raspberries in instead of my tomatoes. They seem to always sell for a lot more. Do you guys think I should do that? Take up my tomatoes and replace them with raspberries maybe? I don't want two of the same because that'll drive the price down. But it doesn't seem like I get as much money for a tomato harvest by far as I do with the strawberry harvests. I think I'm going to do that actually. I've got 30 days left on it as well. So as soon as they're done with harvesting this, I think. Although there might be people left over actually. Yeah, I'm going to destroy the field on which tomatoes grow and then I'm going to plough that in. And try and get raspberries in there and see if they sell for a little bit more. Hopefully that's not a foolish decision. Of course now tomatoes sell for a huge amount. Of course they do now I've decided to pull them all up. I'm going to stand by my decision and plant raspberries instead. Buy an Etos tractor to get a reward of 5,400. Now, this might be worth doing because, I'm just going to slow it down, because if I can get one for less than 5,400 used, that might be really, really worth it. So let's have a look. Tractors, Etos tractor. Used. No, even the worst scrap one is going to cost me 19k. No thank you. I've got other priorities right now. I've got enough tractors. Unless I sold the one I had and did up the scrap one. How much would that sell for? Why doesn't it tell me? 37,000 I could sell that for, and I could buy a scrap one and make 5,000 back on it. I might do that. Sell that, and I'm gonna buy like a really old one and try and do it up a bit. Stick you in medium brick garage 5. And then as soon as that comes in, I'll do it up a bit. I mean, there's the combine, right? That was because you guys were saying I can do things up and then sell them. The combine, I can't remember how much I bought it for, but it sold for 122,000. Let's have a look at how much the cheapest Xena combine is. Oh, 122,000 in good condition. Darn it. Right, tractors. You get a bad condition Rega tractor too for 12,000. And my Rega tractors would sell for 12,000 as well. Right, so I'm not going to be making much money by flipping tractors. That's a shame. Maybe when the market conditions are a bit different, I will, but not at the moment, apparently. Although flipping that Ethos tractor worked pretty well. Once it arrives, we'll renovate it. And repair it and do whatever we need. But that's gotten me a little bit closer. Hang on. It said buy an Ethos tractor to get a reward of 5,400. Why do I not have my reward? I bought an Ethos tractor. Has it maybe not arrived? I'm sure it had. I'm sure when I looked it had. I am so super confused. So I can renovate it. Yeah, it might have to be a new one. If it's a new one, it can get lost. It can actually get lost. There's no chance in this world that I'm going to be buying a brand new one. However, I made a bit of money from selling that, which is pretty cool. That's weird. Apparently that's still growing tomatoes. Maybe they have to finish ploughing it before it technically counts as not being tomatoes anymore. Oh yeah, it does. Right, cultivate please. Cultivate, and it's already irrigated and it's already fertilised. So once I've cultivated it, I can immediately start planting my raspberries in there. And I'm hoping that they will give me a decent amount of money. To be honest, we've actually had a reasonable amount of stuff to do throughout the winter so far. We're almost a third of the way through. How many animals have I got now? So I've got 14 cows. I really need that extra 20 grand. I wonder if I could sell something else. Let's have a look if there's anything to sell at all in my inventory here. Bit of flour. Bit of rye flour. Sell that. Lots of manure. Sell that. We always have more. Lots of silage. All of my silage would sell for 6,000, so it's probably not worth that. Sell all my milk for 2,000, so 69k. So we're still 15k short. I really want to be selling machines. Could sell a tractor, possibly. The problem is it seems to be that there's quite a big markdown, because remember I bought that tractor for something like 12,000. When I went to sell it back it was like 6,000, so there's a big markdown on it. That's not something I particularly want to do, so I think I'm going to have to wait a little longer. As much as it sucks. I mean, the other thing I could do is take a bank loan. But you know how that worked out last time? It wasn't good, was it? Let's face it. It was not good times. You're all like, no, Sheila, don't take a bank loan. I'd have to take $250,000 bank loan just for like, you know, 100,000's worth. I need about another 100,000 to build both of these cow sheds. So I'm kind of thinking I might just be better off waiting. Once spring comes around, I'm going to have so much to do as well. I'm kind of thinking I maybe shouldn't have destroyed those cow pens. Why did I destroy them? I could have been breeding cows into them all winter. I had room behind there. I always regret these things. I do these things without thinking and then I regret them. Because now all the cow sheds are full. Mind you, they'll breed up pretty quickly once I've got them built. I just wasn't expecting the money to be quite as slow coming in. Which I don't know why I expected that considering I knew we were coming into winter. A bit more rye flour, sell that. The market's like, the market for things like eggs stays pretty constant. Cow's milk. Goat's milk's through the roof, of course, because I can't have goats. Always the way. So I imagine that the more varied your farm is, the better money you make off everything, because you're kind of bringing the market, you're saturating the market on one thing. Then it's going to drop the price down quite a lot. Whereas if you're then going to sell other things, it'll probably push the price of the thing you sold last up again. I am not explaining that well. In my defense, I said I wouldn't take another bank loan until I was making a profit. I said I wouldn't take another bank loan until I was making enough profit to pay the bank loan back each month. So let's have a look at my finances. It would make things a bit quicker. So, get loan. Right, so I can now, I think... Oh, I need to do a little training first, but that's fine. Take the training in banking too. And then I would be getting a $500,000 loan. God, that's even worse than I thought. In 36 installments, it would take me 3 years to pay it off. Let's get my calculator out. It's going to happen sooner or later. So, 50,000, no, 500,000 divided by 36 will give me 13,888 repayments a month at 0%. So plus 8%. So that would be a cool 15,000 every single month that I would have to be paying back. Okay, so if that's the case, how much do I make each month is the question. Economy report. So, no, last month. To make like 3,000 off wind farm. I make 14,000 a month off cow's milk alone. So actually, I would have enough money based on that to pay back that loan. Just about. But I would maybe struggle a little bit with other things like paying my staff wages. But I should be able to do it. Question is, do I want to? When I could just wait a tiny little bit and I probably would have that and then I would be debt free. It's a very difficult one to think about because I would literally have no money for 3 years. And that does seem like an awful... I mean, I could expand an awful lot. I could upgrade my house, get new land, do all sorts of things, but I'm kind of thinking, I don't want to be in debt. It will cost me 8%. So, again, bring the calculator up. By staying out of debt, plus 8%. Wow, that was wrong. So I would be costing myself 40,000 just to take that loan. So honestly, unless, I mean, because it's worth it if you can grow more and grow more quickly. So, part of me is like, it's a sound plan. Part of me is like, it's not.